What is a light sport aircraft? The FAA in the United States has a special class for LSA aircraft. These aircraft are inexpensive and easy to maintain. The class meets the need of many hobbyist aviators because it allows the owner to focus on spending more time flying and less time maintaining the aircraft. So what are the rules for a light sport aircraft? The maximum gross takeoff weight can be 1,320 pounds or 1,430 pounds for seaplanes. The maximum stall speed is 45 knots. The maximum speed in level flight is 120 knots. It can have 1 or 2 seats. It can only have 1 engine. The propeller can be fixed pitched or ground adjustable. The cabin is unpressurized, so that means you're going to be flying under 10,000 feet. If it's a gyroplane, it can have a fixed pitch, semi-rigid two-blade rotor system, and the landing gear is fixed except for seaplanes and gliders. Let's take a look at the Icon A5. It is a LSA available in the base game. It gives one a chance to try out the versatility of the LSA class before acquiring more add-ons. It began production in 2014, and important facts about it are the engine used in it is a Rotax 912 IS that produces 100 horsepower, its maximum speed is 95 knots, and it has a range of 427 nautical miles. If you like the versatility of traveling to remote places and landing on small landing strips, then an LSA is the right kind of aircraft for you. Here are the versions that are available in the Freedom Fox competition update. Here we have the Series 5 analog, we have the competition version, the low and slow version that should be a Rotax 912. Then we have the Stage 1 that's based off of the 915 at 200 horsepower, and the Stage 2 that is based off of the 915 IS at 242 horsepower. The STI version and the Freedom Fox version. And here is the Kitfox Speedster from Project Stratosphere for comparison purposes too. The engine based on the low and slow version of the Kitfox uses the Rotax 912. It has 100 horsepower. This is what the model looks like on the website. They have the entire line made with models, and so you can visualize how it would look in the aircraft. The modern and analog versions of the Kitfox are based on the Rotax 915i, which has 141 horsepower. You can spin around the model to see how this one looks in the aircraft. This one features a turbocharger too. The Stage 1 and Stage 2 Kitfoxes are based on the Rotax 916i. The Stage 2 has a much larger turbocharger and intercooler because that gives it more performance. The 916 ISA can allow you to configure the size of the intercooler so you can see how it would fit inside the aircraft, and as you can see, it's a big engine that takes up some space, but it should give you some excellent altitude performance. LSA aircraft have an important trade-off between weight and capabilities for the strict class weight limit. 65 pounds in weight is the approximate difference between the three versions. It can make a huge difference in how much fuel and cargo the plane can carry. If you want to prioritize takeoff performance for bush flying, you won't be able to take as much fuel and camping supplies for your trip. The Stage 1 is a good all-arounder and is my preferred choice when I want to fly the Kitfox. Stage 2 is good for attempting the mountain landing sites included in the add-on package. They are in very elevated locations on the top of mountains, so you'll need as much power as you can get. Other things you'll need to know about the Kitfox STI is the takeoff roll is 150 feet, the landing roll is 175. It has a 105 mile an hour cruise speed. When it comes to the flight modeling of this package, it is a tailwheel aircraft, so you'll need to use the elevator to avoid tipping the nose over. The flight dynamics reflect a small plane with a big engine, so that means you'll need to apply some rudder and ailerons upon taking off. And the second flap setting for the competition model acts like an air brake, so only use it when you're ready to do a perfect three-point landing. The Freedom Fox package comes with 6 different locations to take off and land at. The largest one, the 42 BC campsite, has a very detailed campsite with lots of tents and visiting campers. It also includes a second recreation area you can land at. F-Fox is a runway at Desert Oasis. There are a few nearby municipal airports in Reno which are great for taking a tour of Nevada. The package also includes Mount Patterson camps in Nevada, the 42mm Stone Cabin Montague Mine, 42MW Mars with Flowers, 42MP Mount Patterson Peak, and additionally Mexican Mountain 42MX. The entire package has a nice collection of sites that will give you plenty of opportunities to practice takeoffs and landings. Another LSA worth taking a look at is the Kitfox Speedster by Project Stratosphere. It is a Kitfox with fairings. The wingspan is 28 feet instead of 32 feet, so it sacrifices STOL performance for speed, and the biggest difference is the cruise speed is 130 miles per hour. Other planes in the class include the CH-701 by Simworks Studios. It has a tricycle landing gear, so it does great on rough fields. It's built to be simple with electronics, and it doesn't have an autopilot. And last, the Aviat Husky by Microsoft. It has big bush wheels, and it's a Cub-inspired design that gives a nice cruise speed of 140 miles per hour. The Freedom Fox package is great if you are interested in a lot of backcountry flying. The added campsites provide extra challenges for sim pilots that want to perfect their backcountry skills. If you are more keen about cruising around your local airport, the Fox 2 base is great if you want to try out its legendary STOL performance.